I'm Virginia McGathey here on the floor at the CME Group reporting on the grain market. Today, the USDA report came out and soybeans just absolutely collapsed. It just seems that the estimate was just way far away from what the actual numbers were. With the world ending stocks at 105.9 from 99 estimate, that's a huge divergence. We normally don't see that. Even the U.S. stocks were expecting, much lower numbers as well. Kind of a very big surprise. And normally, when we get something like this, we know that we're going to get a big move. And futures really tumbled over 40 cents. We haven't seen a move like that since it was limit up, since that report came out from the Ukraine. Now, the expectation, the projection was, just so much higher, and I think it caught the entire market off guard. Now, we expect that anytime we get another report, that these are things that are going to happen. So, with this fundamental news, this is where we're at. The market was really starting to rally. We're hoping that perhaps these trade talks are going to try to find some solution. There's still nothing in sight, so that is still on the back burner here. That will affect our markets as well. But today, it kind of gave back everything that we gained over the week with that report. Corn did the exact same thing as well. It was really tough. That bearish USDA report just sent it down about 7 or 8 cents, which is a pretty big move for corn over the last couple of sessions, because we've been trading in a tight range already. It seems that the higher corn stocks have really, caught all the market and all the traders off guard. And since we've fallen so much, the USDA also said that the yields for corn and soybeans are going to be a record high. Those kind of things are just going to put a lid on any kind of rally in the market. And since the market has been relatively thin all summer long, that makes it difficult. One more thing today, the U.S. dollar index rallied about 910 points, the biggest move in quite a while. And with the prices up as high as they are, that definitely is going to put some pressure on the grain market. Wheat also fell into the double digits. Interestingly enough, though, the report kind of was mixed, where the U.S. stocks were a little bit lower and the world ending stocks were a little bit higher, which kind of caught us off guard, because we know that the European Union drought is a real issue here. And the fact that those numbers weren't reflected with this USDA report, everyone has to kind of tweak and rework exactly where our numbers are. But you can bet that on the next report, the estimates we're gonna really drive to get those estimates closer to what we really have. But that just tells us where the weak link is, and there's a lot more volatility to come. We're going to be back into a weather market. We're still going to be watching out of the side of our eyes on what's going to be happening with these tariff talks. If anything starts to change, it definitely is going to affect the market. So we have a lot of balls in the air, and certainly the big sell-off here on Friday. Hopefully we can gain some traction when we start the week on Monday. That's all from the floor at the CME Group here in Chicago. I'm Virginia McGathey.